Hey there guys, just going to talk about what it costs me to live here in Eua, Tonga, week by week. Currently costs me every week to live here, and what are my bills? What do I spend every week? What are my every week's expenditures? And it's just that a lot of people out there sort of want to come over and do this kind of thing, right? Um, Give away the city life and come onto an island and just live off of the land and sea and whatever. All good and dandy, but yeah, there is a few costs into coming over, getting set up and all that. But we won't talk about the setup. Excuse me. I won't talk about setup. This is just everyday week to week, what actually cost me to be able to survive here. And we'll go over a few things first and break it down a little bit. So, first of all, I'm a meat eater, as you can tell. I'm not a small fella. So I love my meat. My wife does too. But at the moment, so we just buy a box of chicken pretty much nearly every week. And the only reason why we do it, the reason why we're buying 15 kilos every week is because we're not, I'm not diving at the moment. I haven't been diving for the last couple of weeks and haven't put any fish in our freezer. So if I was diving, yeah, it'll last 2 weeks or maybe a little bit more. So, and plus I always give away fish all the time. And I never end up fill my freezer at all. Because I'm always giving away fish to family or friends or whoever, and it's quite known. People sort of know me for going to the sea and diving and always asking for fish. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm alright with that. And yeah, give fish away is fine, no problemo. Just bless others, you know, with it. And so around a box of chicken over here is around about $70-$75, something like that. It can get up to 80 sometimes. I think current price is around about $75 for 15 kilos. So that's weekly at the moment. I've been sick for the last couple of weeks, so I haven't been doing anything really. Just a little bit here and there, what I can, feeding the animals, bits and pieces, not too much. Like I sprayed probably on Saturday. On the vanilla over here, just spraying the weeds. Yeah, not much. I planted some moringa yesterday. Our moringa fell down, and I had to chop it up and let it dry the stumps a little bit and then plant it. So I planted around about 7 of those or more yesterday. So doing just a little bit day by day, just to sort of, once I can feel my body very lethargic at the moment, weak. So I don't know what it was, a stomach bug or whatever. I'm still getting over it. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% right now. I'm thinking of going diving tomorrow. It's a public holiday here tomorrow. So, you know, I want to get some fish and put in the freezer. Plus, I need to try and Mate's asked for some fish. So I'm just going to give a couple of fish to him as well. If it's a good day, you know. But it is what it is. So hopefully, yeah, I'll be able to get some fish in, and that'll help out with the meat. Also, we probably get 2 kilos of sippy every second week, something like that, just to sort of, you know, swap it up a bit with our food. You know, fish, lamb, and chicken. So, but mainly it's chicken. The chicken that we have over here is the Marylands. The leg and the thigh together with the skin and fat and whatever. So what we do, we take off all the skin, take off all the fat, and I debone it, and that goes to the dogs. All the bone and the skin and the fat goes to the bones, and we just cut up the meat and use for our whatever we use it for our cooking and what we need to eat. Because I've got a few dogs here that I need to feed. Yeah, that definitely helps out feeding them. So that's good. So around about 75, I reckon around about $100 a week on meat. and that's not spoiling ourselves really on anything like corned beef or anything like that. Corned beef or beef in town, or sometimes we'll spoil ourselves with lamb flaps or lamb ribs. Sometimes I love my lamb, and yeah, so about $100 a week, less if I go diving. Then we've got your day-to-day usage, your soap, your toilet paper, your dishwashing liquid, your what do you call it, washing powder. Wifey needs, deodorant and bits and pieces like that, little bits and pieces. And then that kind of stuff you got there, that's categorized on one side. And then you got your flour, your eggs, your sugar, your tea, your coffee, your milk, your butter, all those bits and pieces as well. We're quite fortunate that we've been doing some donuts, Long John donuts, cream Long John donuts, and we're selling them in the shop, so that's helped out a little bit. We're able to sort of like get by with that, and it doesn't make us rich or anything like that. It just we've got 2 shops we take it to, one of the Chinese shops and also one of the Tonga shops in town. So that helps out. We're probably doing about 50 donuts, and for $4 each. But we spend a fair bit on butter and whatnot, sugar and whatnot, to be able to create those. So we get a profit around about $170 a week profit, off of that. So that's what we're living off of currently. And I'm going to take this opportunity to actually thank those that have helped us out from overseas. And there's so many people. First of all, I'll just go through family first. That's Mum. Mum's helped out quite a bit. Thank you very much, Mum, for all your help and supporting us over here. Then we have my sisters and their husbands. Thank you very much. That's Selena and Mas, and Lada and Maker, supporting us over here also. Thank you very much for supporting us and helping us through. Then I've got my cousin, Mia. Mia actually all of a sudden just puts money in the bank. I just see money in there for no reason. See, all of a sudden she doesn't say anything and just chucks it in there. So thanks, Mia, for that. Papa John, he's topped up my phone card and wifey's phone card, and just so we're able to get on the internet. Also sent money as well through Western Union. Oh no, actually he directly into my bank account. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Papa John. That's over in Australia. Then we've got Josh Wood, who supports us, and he actually sent some money over while we're over in New Zealand. So thanks, guys, for that. Thanks, Josh, for that. Really appreciate it. That helped out a lot. I was able to get extra diving gear to be able to bring over. So that's really handy over here, diving gear. You can't get it here. So that was really good. And then we've got our kids as well. Dorothy, our oldest daughter, and our grandkids. They send money over now and again, and then they send a couple of parcels here and there. That's brilliant. I'm able to get some undies. Good job. Thanks, grandkids. Also, Zana and Pa, they've helped us out a fair bit. They actually spent everything to get us over to New Zealand, accommodated us, food, restaurants, everything, you name it. It was brilliant. Thank you very much, Pa and Za, for that. So it's a blessing to be able to have children, family, friends, to be able to support us over here. And then, last of all, you guys support me by liking, subscribing, watching the channel. Thank you guys so much. So a couple of weeks ago, I'll just let you know what I earned off of YouTube. For when I started, I couldn't get my account. I needed to get that the code through in mail, so I had to get it sent to my daughters and my sisters' addresses over in Australia. and then they opened the mail and sent me that code. So I was able, a couple of weeks ago, I was finally able to access the money that was in there. $400 is in there. I touched 300, and then I was able to transfer another 100 later on. So brilliant. Thank you guys. Thank you for that. All the super chats that you've also donated as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You don't know how much I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it over here. We're scraping through, so everything counts, right? So thank you guys. Who else? There's probably others, and I apologize if I haven't mentioned your name or said anything about you. So just apologize for that. So, but yeah, people have given us money while we're overseas, help us out before we came here, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for that as well. Yeah, really appreciate it. So we'll stop thanking everyone and go back to how much it cost us here in Tonga, so week by week. So about $100 on meat. Next is toiletries and that. Weekly, probably $20, maybe not even that. Then you've got your rice, flour, sugar, and all that kind of stuff. And by doing the donuts, we're able to access extra flour, extra butter, extra sugar to be able to compensate with that. So sort of like, if we only need 2 kilos of flour to be able to do the donuts, we'll get 3 extra kilo a week. And we do that with sugar and butter and also. So that covers that as well. So that's awesome. And the profits from the donuts, $167, around about $170 a week. So we get $170 a week, and that sort of gets us through. Doesn't get us through really, but because there's also price of diesel over here is very expensive. We live out from town where it's not close to everything, and so we have to go run to town pretty much nearly every day right now. So diesel is $4, $3.70, I think, $3.70, and $50. That's nothing. The needle goes boop, a little bit. So yeah, I reckon around about $150 every 2 weeks. So around about $75 a week in diesel that cost us, and we're not running anywhere else. If I have to run to beaches to go diving, it costs a little bit extra. If I need to go extra places, also. So also Nadini's helped us out quite a bit as well over here. So she's been giving us like $50 here and there. So thanks, Nadini. One of my cousin that's over here, just out of the blue, she just came over and whatnot. Just gives us $50, put in the truck for diesel, and we do that. Or she shouted us over at the restaurant. So yeah, that's a blessing. Thanks, Nadini, for that. Who else? But anyway, so off track again. So back on track. So to be honest, what it really cost us here is around about $250 a week. So we're living on around about 170 with the donuts, and then we can scrape through, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, blessings come to be able to top us up. So from my sister, from my mum, from our kids, from somewhere, and it's able to help us out. And recently, I've just sold a few dogs. So the first $1,000 for our dogs came in. So I banked the 500, and then I put away my boat fares and everything to be able to take the pups over to Tonga in a couple of weeks. So I think in a week's time. So I'm going to sell the rest of those, around about $500 a puppy. American Bullies, half caste breeds, but they do really well over here. There's no other breed like that here. Everything's mongrels over here. So I'm going to do a breeding program to be able to get them, get them to be able to be consistent with the American Bully look. breed out the Tongan bloodline and be able to have that bully look right through every litter. That's my plan, and hopefully I can do that to be able to, when people buy dogs from here, they want to buy another one because it looks beautiful and it looks awesome. There's no other dog that looks like that over here, so I'm able to sell those. The other income in December will probably a few pigs being sold. I've got a few pigs that'll be ready by then. They've got 10 little ones in the fence over there. They'll be ready to get sold. So around about $200 or $250 a pig. They can go up to $300 a spit pig, a weaner. So they get quite expensive over here. But once I've had a look into breeding pigs and whatnot, it's actually the price that needs to be, around about $250 to $300 per little pig when you think about it. And the good thing about pigs over here is everyone needs a pig on their feast table. Like, they have a lot of feasts over here. They call them missionaries, they call them church. There's all kind of church things that they need them for, birthdays and what is it? Birthdays, weddings, all that kind of stuff. Funerals, they'll have spit pigs. Oh, not funerals, but mainly everything else. I'll have a spit pig. And if there's no spit pigs on her, it's a poor table. That's what it is over here. No matter how poor you are, you gotta get a pig on there, just to make it look good and make it decent and make it look like a Tongan feast. You know, if there's no pig, it's not a Tongan feast. So everyone will pay the extra, get that pig on the table. So it's a good thing over here, in a way, to be able to breed pigs to sell. So that's one of our incomes that are just about to start to come in, and they'll be coming in next month. We've got our chickens. I only got 13 laying chickens left. They're laying around about 9 eggs a day, so brilliant. That's able to save us cost from buying eggs to do our baking. And also, I eat eggs as well. That's breakfast, you know. And I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight now because I gained too much over in New Zealand, and I was hard to take off. But after being sick, my appetite reduced, so I've lost a little bit of weight, and that's a good thing in a way. And I just need my stomach not to stretch anymore and just keep my portions a little bit smaller. So hopefully I'll do that. And this is actually helping out. So I got green tea. I make my own green tea. And what else did I put in there? Green tea and a little bit of vanilla chai tea. I boiled it and put a little bit of sugar in it, and that helps out. My other one had moringa in it as well, so I had moringa in there as well, and that helps out as well. So to suppress my appetite a little bit, so that helps. Anyway, ranting on. Nice and cold from the fridge. Brilliant. It's amazing what the sun can do. Create energy for your fridge, eh? Yeah, but anyway. Also, we've got the vanilla. 3 years time to 2 years. Actually, probably next year it'll start flowering, but I won't flower any. Maybe a couple of beans per plant. Not gonna go crazy. Just want to make sure that gets that fullness, the more a vine in the actual vanilla. So vanilla vine. Let it grow more and loop it over to be able to get that structure in there to make it nice and healthy. So that vanilla will be ready next year, probably a year after. 3 years from now, beautiful. Be able to have vanilla beans off of that. Also, my sisters, both my sisters, are putting vanilla plantation over here. Just doing a little bit of work for them over there, and they've just bought this sawdust that we got over here. I'm going to put that around the vanilla or the figgy trees to help that out. I've got to plant the rest of that. I've only sort of just under half I've planted with figs, and I've only planted probably quarter with vanilla. And they're actually growing quite well, so that's good. Very happy with that. In the future, I'm going to plant kava in between, and also ahi trees. Ahi means sandalwood. Over here is quite expensive for sandalwood. You got the market for it, and it sells for about $30 to $100 a kilo, depending on the market. So I want to plant some ahi trees, just chuck it in there, leave it there for 10 years, and then maybe it'll help us out later on down the track. It's as long as you put it in there, no problem. Don't have to worry about it, you know. Just weed around now and again, just cut around it or spray around it, whatever it is. But if we got it in between the vanilla or in between the whatever or in the boundary, I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I will see. But the kava I'm going to put in the middle of the vanilla. Also, what else? So because we planted some sweet potato, we had a lot of plantain, hopper trees, so we didn't have to buy any of that kind of stuff for a long time. Ever since I've been here for about a year and a half, nearly 2 years, I've only bought 2 bags of sweet potato. That's it. Nothing else. Oh, actually, sorry, a basket of cassava as well. So that's it. And the rest I've eaten off the land. And for a plastic bag, around about yay high, and that full is around about $30, $25 to $30 for your sweet potato. So I mean, if you do that well over here as well, you just keep on putting in the market, you can make an income of that as well. So for us to live comfortably over here, comfortably, 500 a week. 500 a week, because you got to do maintenance, extras, replace your tires in the vehicle, tires on the trailer, parts here and there, add on to the house. So $500 would do us fine. 500 a week, and that's the aim, to be able to get there or more. And hopefully dogs, we've got pigs. Those two help out every year. Also got sheep that are just behind me over here. So they're over there. So we had a male. We bought a male, and we got given a female. Actually, Manasseh gave us a male too. But the male got stuck in the electric fence, and it just went downhill and didn't. So I had to buy another male. And the female got pregnant and had a little lamb. So brilliant. I don't know if it's a male or female. We'll find out sooner or later. But man, happy with that. So the plan is with the sheep is I want to get 10 sheep, 10 females, to be able to reproduce every year. So we're able to have 10 lambs to slaughter every year. So we can actually put it in our freezer and just eat every month or so. Just kill off a sheep for us to be able to eat. So, and also with the pigs, also I'm gonna get, they call them fufulas. They castrate the males, and they grow a lot fatter, bigger, a lot faster, and they don't eat as much because they're not looking for a mate at all. They just eat and sleep. That's pretty much it. And just wander around looking for food. That's all they do, eat and sleep. So they put on weight a fair bit. And so the plan is to hopefully keep 2 males every year, grow them to 8 months, slaughter. And those go in the freezer as well. So hopefully we'll take care of our meat problem. So that'll be $100 a week in our pocket. Or basically we don't, if we don't make that much money, we're okay because we got meat. Also, with taro leaves just the back over there. I picked my taro leaves for Lou. Pele, we got pele quite all over the place. Even though the sheep ate all my belly over here, I put them in there so they could eat it down. I cut it all down. They ate it all. Now it's growing again on the other side because they're out of that area now. So that's good. Vegetables a bit hard here. It's the weather. You got to time the weather properly. The insects over here is pretty. The tropical weather, they get into everything. Tomato is probably the best thing you do over here. Tomatoes and cucumbers, if you know how to do them well, that's probably the best thing to do over here. Cabbages, mate, bugs just get into it. So if you need to, you'll have to get an insecticide and spray if you do vegetables for the market. If you're doing it for yourselves, you could probably just put marigolds and what do you call that other herb that we use? Anyway, there's another. Put them on each side, and that'll keep the bugs away. And if it's just for yourself, yeah. So around about, we're surviving around about $200 a week, and then 500 would be perfect. Mum's gonna help us out with building another chicken house, a proper one, to be able to keep that a little bit bigger, so we're able to get some more chickens. But the hard thing is trying to find some chickens to be able to breed, to be able to get in there. So hopefully, I'm gonna go over to Tonga and take those pups over next week, the week after, and hopefully I can find a market or where I can actually get some chicks to be able to put in the chicken house once I get it set up. But as long as I know where I can get some, there is a place and there's $12 chick, and I'm like, nah, no way, that's too expensive. So they import them from New Zealand. $12 chick, nah, no way. $5 chick, yeah, maybe. But not $12. It's just too expensive. It's not worth it. Well, it is in the long run, to be honest, but I don't have the money for that. Mum doesn't have the money for that. And so, I mean, hopefully I can incubate my own and go from there and build up slowly. Maybe we can do that. Something like that. And so we can actually make a profit off of the eggs as well. The goal is 500 hens. 500 hens. That will do us actually quite well. To be able to have 500 hens. The feed. I've done the calculations. Yeah, that'll be an income coming in. That'll be extra money. We can live off of that if we had to. That'll be brilliant. What else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I've got pawpaws galore growing. There's one ripe over there. So if it's too much for us, I throw it to the pigs, chickens and pigs. Yeah, we got the hopper. I just cut one down the other day. Yesterday, day before. So we're eating that yesterday and today, and there's still left over. There's taro in the front. Oh, watermelons on the... That's the other thing I'm doing. So I got watermelons in there. In December, they'll be ready. Hopefully, they do really well, and I'm able to put them in the local market, and they sell... But they're quite expensive here. $30 to $5 a watermelon, depending how big it is. And, yeah, quite expensive. But, you know, there's a fair bit of work that goes into it, so fair enough. You know, it is what it is. But people pay the money for it. All of a sudden, you see watermelons there, all of a sudden they're all gone. So they pay for it. So that's going to be another income yearly. Hopefully I can do that yearly. I'll get better at it every year. I just need a bit of land to be able to... I'm going to probably rotate the pigs from one side to another to be able to plant watermelons on where they were, and then bring them over here and rotate that piece of land there for watermelons. I think I should be able to do that. What else is there? Yeah, so there's... When you come over here, you gotta think how you're gonna make some kind of money. I've got all these different ideas, or what I'm actually doing right now coming in for us to be able to be okay in the future. 5 years time we'll be fine, no problem whatsoever. Probably actually in 2 years time will be perfect, but we'll see. With our donuts, it gets us by, it makes us survive, right? But I'm happy because we don't have to pay for power, I don't have to pay for water, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, everything's working really well there on that. The water pump I've got a spare just in case. But this water pump that I've actually got was only 170 something, and it was like one of those Chinese pumps, and it's working brilliantly. I got it off of eBay, so no, very happy with that. Shh. Justice, no. Yeah, very happy with that. I think we've actually got Sistina here, my cousin's daughter, staying with us this week, because her mum's over in Tonga, so she's staying with us. And yeah, it's been actually pretty good to have another female in the house to be able to, you know, cater for or whatever. Yeah, that's been really good. Yeah, so that's about it for now, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. That's what it costs. Around about $250, $200 for me to survive right now. 176 with donuts right now. But then there's always extra coming in somehow. And God's blessed us with that. And thank God for that. Somehow, He just provides. So we're getting by, and thank you YouTube for getting us by, because got paid off of that, the first 400. Then there's another 200 in there that'll be we're getting paid from that next month, or this month actually, the end of this month. So the more likes, the more subscribes, the more watch hours you put on, helps me, supports me, or us, our family here in Tonga, to be able to do more. The other thing, the last thing, sorry, I'm going to actually add on to is when I go to Tonga, I'm actually going to go get, I'm going to order the Starlink. So finally get Starlink over here. Got to order it. I don't know how long it gets here and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully early next year, we'll be able to have Starlink, and I'll be able to upload more videos, a little bit more professional, or be able to do a little bit more online, because it's going to cost me around about $120 a month for Starlink over here. 120 Tongan. So around about probably $80 Australian, something like that, a month. So very, very happy and looking forward to the Starlink, so we're able to do a lot more online for you guys, and then it helps us out as well. Alright guys, that's it for now. Ofatu, as we say over here in Tongan. Love you guys, and peace. God bless. Bye for now.